Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes, as usual. I'm wearing clothes. I'm at the I'm at my warehouse job, as you can see. So I have a question, and I know it's random, but if you watch the show, you know it's all about being random. How come, at least in my experience, like if you encounter a homeless woman, there's a 50% chance she's naked. Uh, like uh, if you remember, it was probably 30 shows ago, maybe even more because I've done so many extra shows this season. But you remember I was talking about the I was walking down Sepulveda, and there's this woman yelling and screaming, and then I looked, and like in the bank parking lot, there was like a woman laying on some cardboard, and she was fighting an invisible person, and she was like just butt naked, just like, and she was young. She was like in her mid 20s, but I mean that's what drugs do. I mean like that was some PCP, like that was some dissociative drug, man. But yeah, that was a trip. And here's the thing, like you know, there was nothing attractive about a naked scary woman. And I mean, like, like it was like she was young, she was fit, uh, she was in shape, but I mean, it was probably like drug shape. Like I don't think she looked the way she looked because she was healthy, and like I'm just like, wow, that's a wild animal. Like she was acting like if humans weren't intelligent and like lived in the wild, she was acting like that. But anyway, that's beside the point. It's like 2 days ago, I was walking home after work, and it's got to be like 4:35 in the morning, between 4:30 in the morning and 5 in the morning. And I'm walking, and you pass a lot of 7-Eleven. So anyway, it was like the third 7-Eleven I passed, and like there was like a guy on a bike, like a bicycle, and a woman next to him, and they're talking, and the woman is shaking like she's a bug in a jar. Like she's just shaking, just going like that, trying to talk. And then I see who she's talking to. And she's talking to this woman who's, I don't know, man. She's homeless. So like, when people are drug addicts and homeless, they look older than what they really are. So this woman was probably, whatever, between the age of 38 and 42. I'm going to narrow it down to that, 38 and 42. She was wearing, I'll start from the bottom up, the ground up, like Vans or Keds, whatever, khaki pants, and that's it. Keds and khaki pants, that's it. That's all she was wearing. And so I did a double take of like, oh, okay. That's not attractive because it's a drug addict. I mean, it's like if it was just like some chick walking around, topless, I'm like, oh, cool. But when you know that there's, meth behind the situation, it sours things. And so anyway, the chick that's like shaking and convulsing is talking to like the chick who's just wearing khakis and Keds, and they're having a conversation. And the dude standing next to them on the bike is just like going like this. So I don't know what drug that is. Okay? Because like the dude's going like this. The other girl's going like that. And then the other chick's just like standing there with just wearing Keds and khakis. And like part of me was like, man, I wish I was there like at the beginning to like, be in that circle as the pipes being passed around. And then also part of me is like, I wish I never even saw this because this is going to be burned in my mind for the rest of my life. You know, and like I'm not trying to compare what I went through, with like some Vietnam vet or like I didn't, I'm not part of the greatest generation. Like I didn't storm the beaches of Normandy, but I'm just saying, I think I know what PTSD is now, because man, it was just weird. And then like just people in the parking lot going in to the 7-Eleven to get their coffee, and they're just like don't even care. But that's the thing. It's like Culver City. I mean, there is a lot of homeless people, and a lot of them are women. And the thing with societal problems, it only matters when it affects women. So because there's so many homeless women, because like there's a lot of homeless women. Because like when I walk to work, not half, I want to say a third of the homeless people I see are women now, like a third. And that's when society starts to care. So we're gonna finally, at least in Culver City, fix the homeless problem, because there's plenty of money to fix the problem. I mean, hell, if we let in like 8 million illegals, and like supposedly we house a bunch of them, give them money. So like, I mean, we can't help our own people. Like, I don't know what's wrong putting America first. Like, we literally, and I'm not exaggerating about the number, because and this is the low ball number. 8 million people have crossed our border illegally, and that's the low. It's probably more. And like we try our best to house them all and like give them all benefits and blah 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 blah. But yet we still have homeless people. We can't help our people first, and then it's like, half of them are naked women. Yeah, man, and I'm not exaggerating about like, there's like a 50% chance when you see a homeless woman, she's naked. Like I remember I was walking, oh god, I think it was the Fat Burger, and like there's like this freeway underpass like by like Sepulveda in Venice, and it's just filled with homeless people. And there was this woman laying on a mattress. She had a mattress and a blanket. And I was walking by, and she looked up at me, and she like whipped off her blanket, and she was naked. I'm like, oh, that's horrible. Did not want to see that. And once again, she was like in her 20s. But the problem is, there's drugs behind that situation. And anytime when there's a drugged out woman doing like weird shit, it's just repulsive. It's just repulsive, because first of all, and I don't know if it's possible, but I bet her vagina had roaches. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. And then like another thing that made it disgusting, she was black. Anyway, I've said enough. You guys have a good one. Talk to you later. Peace.